Hi, this is Beth with your little bit of Beth. I'm going to do something a little bit different because we're getting to the start of the new year. And by the new year, I mean going into September, fall, the season of new beginnings. It's hard to imagine that summer is winding down, but it is. And it's the time when we think about, traditionally, the harvest, the slowing down of the growing season, what we're going to reap from all that we've sown. And so for the next couple of Bit of Beth sessions, I'm going to break down for you what I'm talking about when I say that true leadership, be it self-leadership in your personal life, be it leadership of an organization or a company, leadership of a team, it doesn't matter where, but as humans we are called to exhibit leadership skills and characteristics all the time. But many of us aren't taught how to do that, and nobody talks to us about what leadership is about. And that's the reason why I spent the past, I'm going to say 17 years of my life learning about what really is authentic leadership and how do the most charismatic, engaging, powerful leaders who are focused on the good of the whole, which I believe is the whole purpose of leadership, a focus on the good of the whole. How do they execute on that? What behaviors, what characteristics, what mindset do they have? So what we're going to be talking about is my definition of leadership and the definition that is taught in the Navigating Challenging Dialogue, Skills Training, and Leadership Certification. And that is, here's the definition: speaking your truth with empathy and compassion, self-awareness, and a focus on the greater good. I'm going to say it again. Speaking your truth with empathy and compassion, self-awareness, and a focus on the greater good. The greater good. So today, I'm just going to take a moment and I'm going to talk about speaking your truth. Speaking your truth means, to me, and what we work on in Navigating Challenging Dialogue, speaking your truth means not holding back and becoming angry and resentful, not couching or sugarcoating your opinions, your beliefs, asking for what you want and need, giving feedback, hearing feedback from others, and with the understanding that when I speak my truth, where I'm coming from, my perspective, through my lens, when I am speaking that to you, it may not be your truth. My goal in sharing my truth is not to convert you over to my truth, my belief system, my reality. That is not my goal. My goal is perspective sharing, seeking understanding, identifying where we have mutual ground, commonalities that we can then build off of. I'm speaking my truth with my intention that you will understand me better, possibly have some self-reflection that will inform what you believe, what you desire, what you want, and in turn will also help me process what I'm saying and help me even shift what I believe, what I understand to be true. When we can engage in speaking our truth from that perspective, what's possible becomes wider. The potential in the world becomes bigger and greater. If and when I speak my truth from the perspective that I know I'm right and you should believe what I believe, when I lead from that place and when I present the truth from that perspective, all I'm doing is narrowing the field of possibility, the field of potentiality. And I'm not taking advantage of or tapping into the fact that more perspectives, more vision, more beliefs actually come together and create more. Somebody, one of the people I really respect was talking this morning about the power of co-creation. We're constantly co-creating, even when we're working alone, because we're pulling in all the perspectives in the world, all the ideas in the world. We are in a constant state of co-creation. When we breathe in oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, we are co-creating. We are. And so I encourage you to think about this week until you get the next Bit of Beth, which will be next Thursday, to think about where are the places that you are speaking your truth in the way that I talked about. Speaking your truth in a way that is about expanding understanding, sharing perspective, and being open to other outcomes, other belief systems, other people's truth. Instead of speaking your truth from a perspective which you're holding on to it and being determined to get other people there. That's self-awareness. That's self-leadership. That is leading for the greater good. In the next Bit of Beth, we're going to talk about empathy and compassion and what those have to do with leadership. Until next time, I can't wait to hear what you're discovering as you're engaging and speaking your truth in an entirely different way. All right. If you found this helpful, or if you know someone else who might find this helpful, please click the like button at the bottom, share it, and let's continue this movement of helping us all get to a leadership style and a communication style that's shifting a little bit towards supporting the greater good and expanding the potentials and the possibility that are alive in the world, in our work, in our families, in our relationships. Until next time, this is Beth with a little bit of Beth.